Did you ever wonder what it's like to live a double life? I mean, really live one, not some Hollywood spy flick, but the gritty, messy kind where you're lying to everyone, including yourself. That was my dad's life for years, and I only got a glimpse of it before he passed. I'm still piecing it together, but here's what I know about the time he went undercover, grew a beard, but not the kind you see pulling over speeders. He was on a SWAT team, and sometimes he'd disappear for weeks on special assignments. He'd come home, crack open a beer, and act like everything was normal, helping with my math homework, mowing the lawn, kissing mom goodnight. I never suspected he was living a whole other life. One of those assignments was deep undercover, infiltrating a drug ring in a rundown part of town. He told me bits of the story when I was older, usually after a few drinks when he'd get this far-off look in his eyes. He'd grown a scruffy beard, traded his clean cut, couplet for torn jeans, and a beat-up leather jacket. He drove this rusty old Chevy that smelled like cigarettes and regret. His fake ID said his name was Ethan, a drifter with no ties, no history. He was good at blending in, too good, maybe. The target was a woman named Carla, a meth addict who was small time, but connected to the big fish the cops were after. Carla was a mess, strung out, paranoid, but weirdly trusting of Ethan. Dad said she'd rant for hours about her life, her kids, her ex who left her with nothing but debts, and 2 little boys. Those kids, Jake and Tyler, were 5 and 7, and they latched on to Dad like he was their hero. Carla would disappear to get high, leaving them with him for hours, sometimes days. He'd make them PB&J sandwiches, play catch in the backyard of their grimy trailer, even read them bedtime stories when Carla didn't come home. He said it felt like betraying them every single day. This went on for months. Dad would hang out at dive bars, make deals, and feed info back to his team while they built a case. He'd come home to us afterward, shower off the stink of that world, and slip back into being Robert, the dad who never missed. A little league game. I can't imagine how he kept it straight. Lying to Carla, lying to us, lying to himself about what he was doing to those kids. The bus came fast. They got the warrants, and Dad's SWAT team was called in. He insisted on being there, even though it was risky. He wore a balaclava to hide his face, but he was the one kicking in Carla's door, shouting commands at her. Kids screamed in the background. They arrested her and a dozen others in the ring, dealers, suppliers, the whole network. Carla went to jail, and Jake and Tyler were taken by Child Protective Services. Dad said that was the hardest part. He'd gotten attached to those boys, even though he knew it was temporary. He'd been their safe place, and now he was the guy who took their mom away. He never saw them again. He didn't talk about it much, but I could tell it haunted him. Once, he mentioned trying to check on them through a social worker, but the system swallowed them up. I don't know how he came home after that and acted like everything was fine. He'd hug me and my sister, joke with mom, but I wonder what it cost him to bury that guilt. Here's the kicker. Years later, I found a letter in his desk after he passed. It was from Jake, the older boy, written when he was 15. He tracked Dad down somehow, thanking Ethan for being kind when no one else was. He said he and Tyler were in foster care, doing okay, but he never forgot the guy who read him stories. Dad never told me he got that letter. He carried that secret, too, until the end. What would you do if you had to live a lie like that? Could you balance being a hero and a traitor? Share your thoughts below. I'm curious what you think about my dad's double life.